Hey everyone, we're Red Donkey Projections. I'm Eric and we have Lucas as always.
Hey guys.
So what we're going to be talking about today is the 2020 presidential predictions between Trump and Biden as of May 17th based on the polls. And the reason I emphasized based on the polls is a very important reason. Lucas can go into depth for that.
Yeah, these are absolutely not our predictions. We took the averages from real clear politics for every state. If the lead was less than 1%, we considered it tilt. 1 to 5 is lean. 5 to 15 is likely, and 15 and up we consider it to be safe. There was not enough polls. We classified it as safe based on our own judgment. And yeah, these are not our predictions.
If you want to see our actual predictions as of a few weeks ago, you can check out our video that's in our channel.
Absolutely. With that being said, let's get right into it. So we're going to start by laying out all the safe Democratic states. We got Washington. We got the West Coast, as always. Then we have
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Yes, can't forget Alaska and Hawaii. Vermont, Massachusetts, basically your entire East Coast here. All Democratic, safe Democratic. We got New York as well. And we got Illinois. Now let's take a look at the safe Trump states. These are Alaska, South, not South Carolina. We'll talk about that later. Not Indiana either. Just wanted to say that Nebraska's second. We were unable to find any polls, so we're going to use our best judgment here, and our best prediction is a lean margin for President Trump. Montana actually is not either. Looks like I got all of them. All right, let's take a look at all the likely Democratic states too, according to the polls. The first state that we'll talk about is, so the first state that we will be discussing is the state of Colorado and New Mexico. These are both two states that fall within the likely margin. Colorado is by 10 points. Biden leads in 10 points. And in New Mexico, Biden leads by 8 points. Slightly smaller, but it still falls under the likely margin. Now let's take a look at the state of Minnesota. Minnesota is also a likely state. According to Real Clear Politics, it is by 12 points. Now to the state of Virginia. Virginia is 7.3 points. And Eric will do the last few likely Democratic states.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, we have as a likely margin for Biden with leading 6 points. Did we get all of them? Oh, no, we have Michigan left. Michigan, Biden leads by 5.5 points. So still a comfortable margin for him.
These are absolutely not our predictions. I would definitely not put Pennsylvania as likely, nor would I put Michigan as likely. Minnesota, maybe, but Pennsylvania, I would absolutely not put this one as a likely state.
Very interesting predictions.
Yes, these polling numbers are I don't want to accuse them of being swung to the left, but like these numbers are pretty swung to the left.
Just
now
a little unrealistic.
Yeah, these are quite unrealistic. You'll see more unrealistic ones in a few minutes. Let's do the likely Republican states now. The first state we got here is Montana. Montana is Donald Trump leads there by 5 points. Now the state of Iowa is actually not a likely Republican state. This one, surprisingly, is actually a lean state. Donald Trump leads here by 4.6%. I mean, Barack Obama did carry this one both times he ran, but I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty safe to say that this one is probably solid in our projections. I think I just missed a likely Democratic state. I forgot to talk about Maine. Maine is also likely. It's about 8 points, give or take, the lead.
Hmm.
So we were unable to find any polls for Maine second district, but using our best judgment, we do think that this state will be a lean Republican state according to our projections. Now let's head to more likely Republican states, the state of Georgia. Georgia, Donald Trump leads there by 7.5 points. So yeah, Georgia, I think, was a correct characterization. I would have put this one as likely as well. And the state of Indiana. Indiana, the home of Donald Trump's running mate, is led by Donald Trump by 13 points. And I think likely might be a little bit too lenient. I would give this one solid. Predictive wise, I think it's
Yeah.
predictable that Indiana is going to the president. Now let's talk about the lean Republican states. We got Iowa down already. The state of Ohio. I would usually characterize this one as either a lean or a likely or solid. Ohio is actually led by Trump, according to these polls, by just 3 points, which is quite surprising. I don't think that Joe Biden really has that much of a chance here. Now let's head to the state of South Carolina. South Carolina, in all our projections, we put the state as a safe Republican state. According to the polls here, he only leads South Carolina by 4 points, which I find pretty surprising. It's the home of Lindsey Graham, a pretty well-known senator. So according to the polls, South Carolina is a lean state. And the last state that is a lean Republican is North Carolina. North Carolina, I think lean is pretty realistic. I'd say they're lean or likely. According to the polls, Trump leads there by just 1%. So that is basically borderline between lean and tilt. But we're going to classify this one as lean. And that's it for the Republican states. Now let's head to the lean Democratic states. So yeah, Eric will be discussing these lean Democratic states.
Yeah. So for lean Democratic states, we can start with Wisconsin. And Joe Biden leads here by only 2.7%. So it's getting a bit intense, but
So yeah, I'd
it's
personally put this one as either a toss-up or a tilt Democratic. I think lean might be a little bit too much of,
yeah.
an exaggeration.
Hmm. So
Um,
next, surprisingly, this is a complete surprise to me. For a
mhm,
lean margin, Florida,
mm.
Biden is winning currently with 3.3 points in the lead. I don't agree with this. I would just leave it as pure toss-up. But if they
Mhm.
had to put it, I still wouldn't agree with this. But Lucas, what are
Yeah,
your
I would say the
thoughts?
same. I'd say either a toss-up or a tilt in either one of the directions. It's really close.
All right. So next we have Nevada.
Hmm.
I think that this is a bit fair. With Biden leading with 4 points in Nevada,
Hmm.
and then you want to say something?
Yeah. So Nevada, it's actually quite interesting here. I did hear that the polls here are a bit swung to the right, which I find to be quite interesting. But I do think lean is a pretty fair characteristic. It'd be either lean or likely, and according to these poll numbers, it's just about the borderline. It's 4.6%.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 4%.
Mm. Okay. So then we have Arizona, which is almost next to Nevada, and Biden leads here by 4.6 points.
Wow. 4.6. That's quite a big lead, especially
Yeah.
considering Arizona hasn't went to a Democrat in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I
So
don't
that.
think this one's accurate. Yeah, I would only put it as a toss up or a tilt for both sides. I don't think lean is
Mm-hmm.
a good characteristic here.
Yeah. And then lastly, we have New Hampshire with
Mhm.
Biden also winning by 4.6 points. I would give it tilt, honestly. I don't think lean is a fair.
Interesting. You give it tilt. I think I'd actually give this one likely. Um,
Hmm.
I think, you know, in our regular projections, we did put this one as likely, and like looking at these numbers, 4.6, that's about borderline. I would put this one as a likely state. Um, yeah, because it hasn't voted for a Democratic candidate for quite a while. But
Hmm.
according to the polls, here you go. It's lean.
I guess the polls are skewing me now.
Now the state of Texas. This is our final state, I think. I think I got them all.
Yep.
Yeah, the state of Texas is surprisingly a lean state. I would put this one as a likely, usually
Likely.
for Democrats. It is lean by 2.5 percentage points, so that is quite small.
Well, I think part of the reason, and we've talked about this in previous videos, is because of the southern influence of the people of Mexico coming from the southern border. I think that's giving a little impact towards the area where Lucas circled. That's giving it an impact towards the blue area. Still, I agree with Lucas, and I would give it likely, but these are what the polls say.
Of course, yeah. I really don't agree with that. Yes, of course, Texas is swinging more and more to the left, but definitely not in 2020 will it be a lean margin. In my opinion, I don't think that's really going to happen.
Me
So
neither.
here are your final numbers. Wow, 318 to
Yeah.
20. Quite a big landslide.
Oh no.
I think Barack Obama did do better if I remember correctly, because he did carry Ohio and Iowa. So that's still pretty. This is still a pretty lopsided election. Yeah,
Yeah. This
interesting.
is very, very small chance. Very small chance that this is going to be close to what the election is going to look like.
Yeah, I do think that
Especially, in our opinions, not.
these polls definitely, in my opinion, are pretty skewed to the left.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like our content, please hit the like button. And if you like our content, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and we'll see you in our next video tomorrow.
See ya.